reconciliation, to reconcile the lost. So we can't just be satisfied with our salvation. We have to, go out and win the lost. We should be concerned about others' salvation and where they are in life as far as their spiritual growth. We should be willing to help when and where we can. And I believe at one point, we were totally sold out. If you really, really think about it, I think at one point we were totally sold out, and that's exactly what we were doing. We had that zeal, we had that passion for souls, to try to win souls. But something happened along the way. We hit that cruise control button, and we moved from the driver's seat, not to the passenger seat, but to the back seat. Now, see, if you move from the driver's seat to the passenger seat, well, you're still up front. You're still helping people, make decisions of where to go and all that. But you in the back seat, you just taking a back seat, just looking, not really being involved at all. And so when I thought about that, this came to mind. Not this, but if we look at this, what would you say that this was? A frame? Okay, frame, yeah. That's not what I wanted to be. But, yeah, a frame. But let's say a window. I heard somebody say window. All right, so let's just say that this is a window. And as I thought about this message and got to this area, it's like more and more we find ourselves constantly looking out the window. Constantly looking out the window. Looking at what everybody else is doing. Looking at them not doing stuff and all these other things that are going on. Or thinking, well, they could have done that a lot better. Or why is he doing that? Or why is she doing that? Or why is this not being done? Looking out the window. Doing all that talking, looking out the window is not going to help anybody at all. All right, so again, we got to make sure that we stop the looking out of the window because, again, that's not really going to help us. We got to go a step further with that to realize where the really real life begins in this area. So we can't start looking out the window. We got to look in the mirror because real life starts with us. All right? Real life starts with me. Real life starts with you. We can't take that back seat and continue to look out the window. We got to look in the mirror and see what is it that I can do? What is it that I may need to be doing? I can't just talk about what's not being done. I got to maybe get out and do it myself. And that reminded me, as I'm here right now, reminds me, I can't remember, maybe a year or so ago, in church, in service, I think I was ushering at that time, and we had the camera, and I think somebody was moving back from the booth to the camera, to the booth to the camera, and I looked and said, that doesn't make sense. So I decided to go to the camera so that person didn't have to do that any longer. And, it's not like anybody asked me to do that. I saw that there was a need, and I stepped up and did it. And I've been working the camera ever since. And so it's not like anybody asked me to do it. But again, I could have sat in the window like, man, why is nobody helping out? Why is nobody doing that? Why is nobody volunteering to do that? But I took a look at myself in the mirror. Even though I was an usher, the people who we had in place for usher could handle it while I worked the camera. So it's just, real life ministry in me. See where we need to be. And if there are areas that we see lacking, well, what are we going to do about it? Just like I said in the very beginning, we ask God to fill us up, ignite that fire. Well, what are you going to do with it? Are you just going to sit in the seats, sit in the back seat? Or are you going to step up and try to do some things, try to help out?